Today I am completely unprepared for dinner, so I'm gonna make a chicken dish that I do. And when I say unprepared, I just didn't plan what I was gonna make, so my chicken is frozen. Here it is. The frozen chicken, straight from the freezer. Ideally, you want the pieces of chicken to be broken up, and I'm gonna be cooking it in the Instant Pot. So I'll share what I'm doing and how I'm preparing the meal last minute when I'm unprepared. So I found that cooking in the Instant Pot for about 10 minutes for the chicken breast sizes that I usually get is perfect. Sometimes you might need a little bit more time. Obviously, you want to make sure it gets to 165 internal temperature. So I always check that after I'm done cooking, but I'll do 10 minutes on pressure cook with everything sealed up, and then natural release for like 5 to 10 minutes until the thing pops, and then you can open it at any time and eat them. You want to play your flute? I guess that's it. Were you dancing? Woo! I love looking for ways to work out alongside my son, and finding new ways to make exercise exciting for both of us is something that's really important to me. I've been seeing over, the coming months, getting to watch him join in and show interest in our workouts really makes the challenges of working out together worth it for me. So I've also noticed that if I sit on the couch, he becomes upset, and if I'm on the floor working out, he tends to sit on the floor and play, and yeah, he gets on a lot better. I don't know if this is a parent magic trick. I don't know if other parents experience this as well, but I'm sticking with it. I'm also still doing the 4x4 strength that I've talked about before in other videos, and you can find all these workouts on mellowwellhealth.com, but for me, I like that I can memorize 4 exercises and not need my phone or a video or audio or anything to remember them. And then I just repeat them 4 times through, and my final round is a burnout where I just do reps until I feel like I can't anymore. And that really helps reinforce my goal of strength building and making sure that I'm, getting what I want out of these sessions. But simple things like only doing 4 exercises on repeat for me is such a great way to get out of my head, get rid of excuses, and just really make things less complicated so that I'm taking action. Little things like that, as well as bath time for Bodhi. I like to stretch during this time. At least lately, it's something I've been doing. I'm really working on my yogi squat. Bodhi's my inspiration for that. His squat posture and how deep he can get and keep his feet on the ground is like, oh my god. All babies can do that, I think, but yeah, it's the flexibility I'm aiming for, so wish me luck. Yeah, do you want your own spatula? Is that funny?
Mom.
What's so funny? So I was just about to do takeout for dinner. I had my skip the dishes cart filled. That's how close I was. And I was reviewing the order and I was just like, oh, I don't even feel like this food and it's expensive and I won't even be happy with it at the end. And so I was all ready to talk about, you know, when we do takeout, we try to pick these options that we think are healthier, blah, blah, blah. But I ended up just deciding to come home. So Bodhi and I got home at 5. It's 5:24. And I timed myself to get a plate of food. This is falling. So to get Bodhi's plate of food on the table, it took me 15 minutes. And that's with cleanup. Everything's cleaned up. The kitchen is clean. And I'm eating now too. So I made blender protein pancakes recipes in our membership site. They're so simple. You literally just put every ingredient in the blender and then you cook them on the stove. Yeah, and they're high in protein and they're sweetened with banana instead of sugar. So Bodhi has his with cottage cheese and berries and he's eating it all, and I'm gonna need to give him more pancakes soon. Do you like the pancakes? You like the berries, yeah, I know. Is blueberry your favorite? Blueberry. So anyways, that's faster than me even stopping to pick up the takeout. I was gonna do skip where it's ordered to the house. That's even longer than if I stopped to pick it up. You know what I mean? Longer. So I'm happy with this decision. I don't always make this choice, but seeing how easy it was, I really want to start trying to like do something quick like this. Oh my god, our neighbor got Skip. That's so funny that I'm talking about Skip and there's a delivery driver. Should have made protein pancakes, seriously. Anyways, I better go flip the pancakes. Yeah, have more. I'll get you more. If you're someone struggling with takeout, I really recommend having a plan and being prepared. So think ahead of what your favorite recipes are, or even go on the internet to find ones that seem super fast. So some of my favorite options on Mellowell are our high protein Alfredo sauce, our chickpea avo salad, black bean salad, our high protein mac and cheese. That's a staple one. That one's a lot. We have that one a lot. Even lentil tacos is super fast. And now I'll be adding these high protein pancakes for sure because it's literally just in the blender. Sometimes for me, the resistance is that I have Bodhi, and if he's in a bad mood, I won't be able to put him down to cut anything. So it needs to be a recipe where I'm just pouring things in the blender and I only have one hand, and that it worked great for that. Driving's another great place to add things to your list. For driving, I like to listen to audiobooks. I used to read a lot, but since having Bodhi, you know, I've moved to audiobooks, and I actually have read way more books since he's been born. But I also like to take time to meditate while driving, which obviously sounds super unsafe, but I promise it's safe. The purpose is to focus 100% on driving. So no music, no podcast, no book, and trying to reduce incoming stimuli so that you're only focusing 100% on the road. And every time your mind wanders off of driving, you are meant to notice that it left and then bring it back. So I learned this idea from Wayne Dyer, one of his books. It's not exactly the same as how Wayne describes using it, but it really just helps to not have so much incoming information, to give our brain a break, to just rest and focus on one thing. It's really great brain training, I find. It might not be the time in my life for long runs or summiting mountains or cooking fancy, complicated meals, but it is a time for me to learn to fit things into my life imperfectly and prioritize what's most important to me. I know that if I really want something in my life, there's always a way for me to fit it in. And no matter how dirty the house is or how many emails I have waiting for me at work, I always prioritize sharing nature with my family. Because when I don't, it feels like everything else just slowly falls apart. This is my most special time of the week that I crave. To me, it allows me to feel deeply connected to my life and my existence and just grounded in what I need so that I can get back to all of those things on my to-do list that are waiting for me with a fresh mind and an invigorated spirit. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'll see you back in the next one.